Well, after about 37 years at the helm of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe stepped down from the post of president. And now, this was after the parliament began impeachment proceedings against him. Robert Mugabe, who passed away at the age of 94 in 2019, was in power as a prime minister from 1980 to 1987, then became the president of Zimbabwe from 87 to 2017. His former Vice President Emmerson Mnangagwa succeeded Mugabe after he was forced to step down. 5 years after, how has the country fared without Mugabe? Well, to discuss more on this, we are joined by Persistence Gwanyanya, who is a member of the Monetary Policy Committee in Zimbabwe. Well, Persistence, thanks for joining us. It's been 5 years after the late President Mugabe left office. How would you rate the performance of your country in terms of growth and the economy?
Thank you for having me on the program. I think what we have seen is a significant improvement in the economy since the coming in of the Second Republic. When the new president came into power, he embarked on what I can term serious reforms, serious economic reforms, around October 2018. So the reforms were necessary to address what could be structural challenges that were bedeviling the economy then. Challenges relating to unemployment, challenges relating to deindustrialization, the high levels of poverty, and the current instability, which had become a permanent feature in the economy. So the reforms are essentially contained in the Vision 2030. A country such as ours in that state clearly needed some reforms. So in terms of sequencing and logic, these reforms started by trying to address the issue of stability in the economy, that is current stability.
Let me jump in here, Persistence, a minute. Let me jump in here. Still about the reforms, still about the the economy. We understand that the present president has always been a part of the last administration of Mr. Mugabe. Paint for us a picture of the cabinet of President Mnangagwa. Is it as a result of the make of his cabinet that the country has been able to achieve these reforms we're talking about?
I think it was a deliberate effort by the leadership to embark on these reforms. For the first time in the past, we used to have a number of blueprints that were written, but the implementation was very poor. But as a breakaway from the past, we can see that there is a measure of seriousness in respect of the implementation of the reforms. I have indicated to you that we started by looking at the issue of stability. Yes, there has been effort in getting the economy back on rail, but on the stability front, we still faced a number of challenges because the nature of the challenge we were facing as an economy was structural in nature. But suffice to mention that we have gotten the basics right, and we, despite challenges, we feel that there is now a measure of stability in the economy of late, especially if we reflect the last half of this year. There's been a measure of stability in the economy, and the Treasury and the Ministry and Reserve Bank is actually working on entrenching stability. Now, there is also focus on growing the economy and developing the economy, and looking at the welfare of the ordinary person in the economy. Please get me right. I didn't say we have arrived, but I'm saying the direction that we're taking as an economy gives us a measure that we may arrive in good time, that the Vision 2030, which essentially speaks about uplifting the welfare of the citizens of Zimbabwe to an upper middle income class, is something that is achievable. And as we get to that level, we know that the reforms would have delivered. But you may want to agree with me that by their nature, reforms are painful, reforms are not easy, and this is the journey that we're traveling as an economy. Clearly, there is going to be some pain, and clearly it may not happen within the timelines that the ordinary person would have expected.
I'd like to thank you for your time, Persistence Gwanyanya. Many thanks for speaking with us.
Thank you very much.